Some of you from the really old days may remember there was a time long ago when I used to actually like this movie. I know, crazy, right? I don't know what it was exactly I saw in it. I wanted to go into this seeing it with new eyes. Is there actually some redeeming qualities about it? Maybe this movie that everyone hates is actually okay, and it's just overhated. Yeah, no. It's still a flaming turd. I can't stand it. It is, in my opinion, the worst written Thomas movie ever. I'm unable to bear this all on my own, so I called up a good friend of mine to watch it with me. Everyone's favorite cartoon boat, Trampy.
Misty Island Rescue.
Why does he say the title when... What was the point of that?
You just said it and there's no text on the screen. Like Michael Brandon, what if I'm deaf and I don't know the title of the movie? Dum-dum.
The problems with the film first start to occur as soon as Diesel shows up here.
What about me, Thomas? I'm a really useful engine, too.
No, Diesel. I'm sure Sir Topham Hatt means a really useful steamy. You'll never be that.
Where did that remark come from?
God damn.
Rude.
Why is he so f***ing mean? He didn't even, say anything. What the fuck? Just wanted to be useful.
Diesel's just like, I can be really useful too, and Thomas is like, go yourself. I've always taken issue with how this whole scene is written. Thomas's line here makes it seem like Diesel can't be useful because he is a Diesel, not because of, his entire history as a character. It comes off as unintentionally racist. If that was the intention of the writer, then the logical way to continue this would be to make this part of an arc for Thomas. Throughout the film, he realizes Diesels can be useful, and he was wrong to have that prejudice. Makes enough sense, right? But not only would that just be dumb because of how many other Diesels in the show Thomas is friends with, one of which we see him being friendly with not long after this, but it's dumb because this plot doesn't go anywhere. Diesel gets totally shafted in this. He's treated like a villain, but because of the way the scene plays out, he actually comes off as the sympathetic one to me. He only expressed that he wanted to be useful, and Thomas is rude to him out of nowhere. See, this is something I didn't understand either, right?
Yeah.
So Diesel wants to be useful, right?
Right.
He's never done anything wrong yet at this point. He's like, I just want to be useful too. Thomas says, F*** off. Now Diesel's trying to be helpful. I guess he's not supposed to take the logs here. But, he's still depicted as the bad guy. What is he doing wrong?
Dude, why don't they just kill Diesel? Why not?
I do get what they were trying to set up here. Thomas is wrongfully rude, and that's kind of tied to his overall arc of the movie that learning his ways are not the best. But in this specific case, Thomas ended up being right, because Diesel wasn't useful, and he lost the logs. So, what's exactly being said here? He has one more little scene where he begrudgingly says good luck to Thomas.
Goodbye, Thomas. And good luck, Thomas.
And that's it. No more Diesel. His arc of wanting to be useful goes nowhere.
All right, hold on. He pulled Diesel out of work, and then he went to the docks for Diesel to tell Thomas goodbye or whatever. And then he's like, all right, Diesel, you're done. Go away.
That was the epic conclusion to that whole plot. That's it. That's all we got.
Does Diesel ever appear in this movie again?
No, that's it.
What the f***? What was the point of that?
The ship leaves, the chain snaps, because of course it does, and Thomas gets lost at sea. He wakes up on Misty Island, and his barge just so perfectly aligns with a random rail dock on the shore.
I like how even the water was tired of Thomas, so it conveniently lined the raft to the rails of the island.
It's like the ocean in Moana. It's alive. It helped him there.
It's like, I'm sick of this, dude. I'm dumping him here.
The amount of conveniences that have occurred so far just so this plot could happen is countless. By this point, my suspension of disbelief is utterly destroyed, and we haven't even met the logging locos yet.
One biff, one bash, and there's never a crash.
Diesels are no good, the steamies always say. But I'll show them they're wrong by the end of the day.
Oh, be the most useful. I'll be the best one. I'll huff and I'll puff till the job is well done.
Who are you talking to? It's like talking to himself.
I think all the engines are just like insane. They just talk to themselves. Everyone just is like whatever about it. Now, it didn't start here. They've done random rhymes like this in the past. I remember this one from Hero of the Rails.
I'll show Thomas who's strong and who's weak. He'll puff home with a squeak and a creak.
But this is definitely where it started to become noticeable.
We could wait for a boat, or we could try the tunnel.
Why did they get mad at him when he said that? What I don't understand is, why do the logging locos help Thomas here? What's in it for them exactly?
Why are they going with him?
What, that's what I was about to ask. Why are they going with? If they know they're not going to make it, why go? Why are they there?
Like, why is he bringing them?
Why do they willingly go into the tunnel? They know it's dangerous. They know they don't have enough fuel for the journey.
We don't have enough oil to puff to Sodor. You can't build your office here, sir.
You've got to be kidding me. That's what Topham is concerned with in this moment? His office? And he thought about putting it in a tunnel? What?
Wait, he wants to build his office in there?
Is that what happened? Is that what he said?
Yeah. Yeah, Whip's like, you can't build your office in there, sir.
What? Wait, I thought he was worried about Thomas. He's thinking about his office now?
Yeah, like,
What?
wait, I thought he was looking for Thomas.
I don't have time to worry about an old tunnel with.
Then why are you looking at it?
Cranky, Salty, look! That must be Misty Island.
This is the absolute dumbest moment in the entire movie. You're telling me no one has ever seen Misty Island before, ever. The giant island right there. There has never been a clear sunny day at Brendam Docks? Oh my god.
This is the greatest movie of all time.
You know what would have been so much better?
If it just risen out of the ocean like f***ing Atlantis.
Yeah, clearly, yeah. Making stuff happen just so the plot can move forward removes any sense of stakes or realism from the story. Why in this movie, about a logging railroad on a deserted island, would you reveal that Diesel 10 has returned? They've never done an end credit scene ever in any Thomas movie, but like Misty Island, that's the one we're gonna set up the next movie in. That's the one we're gonna bring Diesel 10 back in. Like, why that?
Diesel 10 will return in Avengers Day of the Diesels.
If I were to boil it down, I think Misty Island Rescue sucks for 3 main reasons. 1, there is too much pointless filler that goes nowhere. 2, the characters, other than Thomas, lack arcs. They're all unintelligent and make baffling decisions.
James, Gordon, and Edward, you must sail to Misty Island immediately.
Why? Why would you do that? Just send Harold. He can fly. He'll be there in 5 minutes. And 3, the amount of plot conveniences remove any stakes. There's so little to get invested in, and the atrocious alliterative dialogue doesn't help.
I won't give up. I'll whistle once more. I know they're here somewhere. Of that I'm quite sure.
Shut up. As far as voice acting goes, there's not much to highlight here. Michael Brandon is totally fine as a narrator. I actually didn't mind hearing him, though I'm kind of meh on his Diesel voice.
I'm not busy today. I can take your apples to market.
Like, I can easily tell that's him.
Like, Michael Brandon, like, he has range. But with Diesel, it's like slightly gruffer Michael Brandon. Like, I could tell it's still him.
Yeah, it doesn't sound, it's not different enough from, like, the narration. But apparently, Diesel is Brandon's favorite. So it's pretty nice that they let him voice him.